Hi everyone, this is Matt with ESI Survival Guide, and today we are with Jonathan Armstrong, partner with Cordery Compliance for the ESI FIVE. The ESI FIVE is a rapid fire series of questions, ESI related or maybe not. So, Jonathan, how you doing?
Yeah, good. Thanks for the
Wonderful.
invitation.
Definitely. Thank you for being here. We'll jump right in. So, first question, and this is kind of a big, multifaceted question that'll kind of lead us down a rabbit hole. Beatles or Rolling Stones?
Sort of neither. I was a Beatles fan as a kid. I do have my Beatles souvenir ink, but yeah, neither really rocks my boat.
That's. I think we have a lot of viewers who are now turning off. They're getting rid of their internet subscription entirely because of that issue. So, okay, Beatles, Stones, David Bowie, Roxy Music.
Yeah, Bowie. I think the first record that I had was Under Pressure. Bowie and Freddie Mercury. I still sing it in my head from time to time.
So Beatles, Stones, Bowie, Roxy Music, The Cure, The Smiths.
Definitely the Smiths. We're going more into my era now. I
Sure,
don't
sure.
mind. I don't mind walking around in my leisure time with gladioli in my back pocket.
Wonderful. Is I knew I was going to get there at some point. So Beatles, Stones, Bowie, Roxy Music, The Cure, The Smiths, Radiohead, or Muse. Are we still with the Smiths or
We're still with the Smiths. We're still
still with
with
the
the Smiths.
Smiths?
Yeah.
Okay, now here's the clincher though: the Beatles, Stones, Bowie, Roxy Music, The Cure, The Smiths, Radiohead, Muse, or One Direction.
You're not extracting me from the Smiths. Human
So,
League, Spandau Valley might do it, but you're not going to tempt me with One Direction.
well, I have to say that your answer is wrong. The correct answer was Robbie Williams, for the record.
Right.
So, ESI 5, question number 2. I think we've all discovered some hidden talents over the last year. I would say mine might be baking, although I wouldn't say it's a talent just yet. But what's one hidden talent you've discovered this past year?
I've been trying to do some Indian cookery with, I think, mixed results. Probably, though, I'd go with badminton. My
Okay.
daughters both relocated from university back home. We had a sort of summer in lockdown of badminton tournaments, and it's parents versus children, and parents are still up in the series, I have to tell you.
Is it when you play? Is it? Are you still doing the underhand? Or are you full on Olympic, like getting in there and going crazy with it?
There's some proper shots, but I have to tell you, our backyard doesn't have a badminton court, so we have a windbreak that we used to have on the beach. That's the net. We have special rules if you bounce into the court off the rosemary bush.
See, I love that because this is ESI Survival Guide. It's all about using the tools you have, improvising. So that just shows that that's good spirit of the guide right there. So
And
ESI
maybe for
5.
full disclosure, I should say that the oldies are up partly because I upgraded my racket and my wife's to carbon fiber. But
Well, we won't let that get out into the league. I think that you might be disqualified for that. So ESI 5, question number 3. If you had to violate privacy protections in any EU member state, you knew you were going to get caught. Would you rather it be Germany or would you rather it be France?
I think probably France. I think the appeal rate, the chances of your of appeal success in France are a bit higher. And I think whilst the fines, the highest fine so far is in France, I think there is less likelihood of a nice boy like me being investigated.
Sure, sure. Uh, question number 4. Which would you rather have? Time machine or a teleportation device? And I'm going to add another aspect, a part B to this question. So, what would you rather have? Time machine, teleportation device, and then whichever one you pick, what is the very first thing you would do with that mechanism?
Well, I'd go back in time, and one of the things that we've been doing in lockdown 3 here is my wife and I have signed up for an art and design course. So this evening's lecture is on the Great Columbian Exhibition in Chicago in 1893. So maybe that's the destination.
Okay. And the course is all academic. You're not sitting there learning how to paint and things like that, right?
No, we're studying art and design from the sort of mid-Victorian era to Johnny Ive.
Well, 'cause I assumed as such because then I wondered, well, Jonathan didn't say that was his hidden talent, so maybe that's not working.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
I'm watching and learning, not creating.
fair enough, fair enough. So final ESI 5 question. If you could be one fictional character, originally I was thinking forever, but we'll just say for the rest of your life, for the rest of that character's life, who would it be and why?
That's a great question. Fictional character, who would I
And
be?
this includes characters like Mickey Mouse, the Terminator, you know, anyone you could think of.
It is. I mean, I could think. I mean, I guess you wouldn't get the cultural reference. The GNU from the Thai food tea advert seemed to have a pretty good life. I don't think you got him over there. He played the piano, he drank tea, and he ate. So that's a pretty good life if you're a GNU.
That's,
So maybe it's too obscure for a US audience, but
no, it's all about education.
he had a great introduction to himself. So I'm a GNU. Well, how do you do? So we got that British politeness as well. So maybe I'll go for that.
You know, I was gonna go with Superman, but you know, flying around, laser beam eyes, or you know, drinking tea in the canoe. I think it's 61 half dozen of the other. So fair enough. And that is the ESI 5 with Jonathan Armstrong. Jonathan, thank you again.
My
And,
pleasure.
and this is Matt with ESI Survival Guide, hoping that all of you stay safe out there in the electronic wilderness. See you next time.
Take care, all.